afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda here of Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1v1 on Angerville between in the north, Overlord fighting for the United States of America for the 8th Infantry Division, going up here with Armor Company in support here. Noting, by the way, with infantry, pack house and grenade bombs there versus Momo4sho fighting here for the Wehrmacht, for the Reich, Deutschland. And to Kampfgruppe Gruber here with Osttruppen as his weapon of choice. Initially here we got 3 infantry points probably there for Momo, and 3 Osttruppen squads all being called in within the first few moments of the match. We got here assault units probably for Overlord, and again some more close quarters troops here with their grease guns. An attempt at making something similar to MP40 there for the American army, except firing a larger caliber bullet. That is the same caliber bullet as the Thompson submachine gun. By the way, fun fact there. Also notably lighter, since one of the things about the Thompson was it was actually pretty damn heavy, besides expensive to produce. We got soldiers moving forward, we got riflemen covering up there, Rearshun's hanging back there as well, further push up the west for the Osttruppen. So basically what we're seeing here for Momo is, you know, he's not trying to make the same thing which a lot of the armor players do when they sort of start southwards in Angerville. They usually just focus on the right hand side. He's actually going for both sides, which will give some more possibility to grab territory. In this case, since Overlord is focusing very hard on the eastern side of the map, that also pretty much gives him the entire west here, so he can sort of try and hold up here by the points here, the building, the heavy cover there, leading out a bit, while at the same time he's grabbing all the west there pretty safely. So far a pretty good opening move there from Momo on Angerville. It's only again I think something a lot of the armor players who end up playing South Angerville could learn from. There you go, 1 rifle squad versus 2 Osttruppen squads. The overall way was sort of overcome them with, well, raw volume more than anything. But there you go, we got this Osttruppen squad there, grease guns firing away. Come on guys, we can take on these perhaps Russians? Hungarians? I don't know. I was never great on European geography or nationalities or anything really. There you go, pushing up, taking up position here. That's definitely going to make it harder here for Overlord to move about. He's not got any flamethrowers right away, so he can't immediately dislodge them either. Meanwhile, we're seeing here with 4 Osttruppen squads, Momo is quickly pushing it aggressively there. Got 2 rifle squads, 1 assault engineer here for Overlord for the time being. Poor Johnny there got cut down. His spirit not able to overcome German bullets. Troops hanging about there, grabbing points there as well for the glory of the Wehrmacht. Raising a little flag for the Führer. Also, they're going for the CoH point, using the building as well to make it harder for Overlord to win. Again, he's lacking something to immediately sort of push them away. He's got the grenade bolts again, it's basically the one to make them cheap to throw and also recharge faster. There you go, he's defending his CoH point as best as he can there. Also rushing for cover at the same time he wants here. Can't quite fully cover the rifle, might just have an advantage here. Also, there we go, rushing up there. Pushing heavily against Overlord's assault engineers. He is getting a flamethrower, but the problem is there's simply too many Osttruppen. They're simply outnumbered. God damn it, where did the Krauts get those numbers, Sarge? I don't know, I can't even count. I never learned that in school. But anyways, Osttruppen there pushing forwards, large numbers. Although, no cover here. That's actually a bit of a mistake there by Momo. He's basically setting up there so they don't get the cover bonus, which, perhaps could allow the singles having the assault engineers to push away, but still he managed to push through here as well. Small victory. He's actually throwing quite a manpower. One option here to throw in another assault engineer to more aggressively push back against Momo. He could also go for more echelons. He could try to, of course, take up quickly here for the lieutenant or the captain. Either way, though, I do think a choice needs to be made, and we got an ambulance all the way here for Momo. Rather than reactions moving ahead there aggressively after he sort of managed to break the wave here of Osttruppen that otherwise done quite well there for Momo, who's by the way taking up here for the 2nd tier already. Good work there as well.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Also looking a bit close there for Overlord in some distinctions. Assault units not being... Oh, there we go. And we've got the caps on the way as well there. So sort of rather light force there compared to Momo. Then again, Momo's force is largely composed of Osttruppen, so obviously it's not going to be quite the same qualitatively. There you go, rifling pushed back here by the Osttruppen. Simply a large force there, plus the Pioneer certainly makes it difficult for the riflemen to maintain precisions there. 2-2 on the way for Momo. Like to punch a Speerwagen, rifle falling back there. Got the ambulance up here as well for Overlord. And a quick teller mine there from Momo to sort of disrupt any sort of quick vehicles against him. He's not seen him as a Captain Lieutenant, how they could work up. But it's an interesting position. Not a bad one, I think, per se, but generally you won't see mines here around, actually. wonder if there's some kind of sort of thought behind it from Momo, but that's the first time I've seen someone lay down an anti-tank mine there. We do see some vehicle movements in the open field, so I hope it sort of pulls off from, hard to say. We'll of course have to see. Getting a half to this support his troops, good work there for Momo, good work. Gute Arbeit. And we got an additional assault unit arriving for Overlord. The assault units were sort of more of a specialised units within the American army, sort of working, I believe, in independent battalions and sort of then attached to wherever they were needed. Like, say, the German pioneers were sort of more of an organic part of each division, though they did also have independent pioneer battalions and the like, so. Still, little detail there. 2-2 firing with his Kampfwagenkanone. Captain Mark trying flanking against the 2-2-2. Ostrom there continuing to grab charge, continuing to chain. There we go, Captain arrives. Can he get it? Can he get it? Firing the bazookas. Shoot, damn it. And there we go, 2-2-2 down. That's going to hurt Momo quite a bit there. That leaves us just with the Ostrom, the Pioneers, and the half-track. The 2-2 wasn't able to do much. That's basically a net loss there for Momo. Net win there for Overlord. Ostrom pushed back. There we got the soldiers moving from several points here. Broad front attack. Some minor efforts here. Also noting the vehicles then sort of pushing far west here, sort of going behind where there's probably no troops and getting territory there away from Momo. So that way he's also actually harassing while attacking. Good work there. Good work there. Right pushing forwards. Ostrom here by no cover. The assault is basically happening too fast here for Momo to get his Ostrom into cover. So right here we're seeing some good speed there, which is also again one of the weaknesses of Ostrom heavy usage there. I mean, they are dependent on fortified and prepared positions. If you can't maintain them, they can quickly sort of fall out there, which was, by the way, how a lot of sort of German lower quality infantry divisions were organised, which they actually did. Basically, they were only expected to sort of hold prepared, fortified positions. Beyond that, I mean, the German army knew they couldn't do much, but it was basically better than, you know, having nothing there or spending more valuable troops. So it's a fun little fact there about how the German army operate, where they basically sort of rated their divisions and the likes of sort of different kinds of combat. But also, basically, if they were sort of designed for just basically holding points, they'd also just get the worst replacements and basically be rated lower for replacements overall, sort of in terms of getting it and replacement equipment and so on.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Ostrom there under fire, assault units moving in, half to pulling back, they could do some repairs. Ostrom there firing in, Reitman joining in. There we go, pushed away. The soldiers making a good way there, and poor Sergei burst into flames.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
So what is next here for Overlord? He could go for a pack howitzer, he could go for a Stewart, anti-tank guns, he could try upgrading his rifleman with BARs, that would also help out a bit there. I think versus Momo4sho, I mean, that would really just give his rifleman a huge boost there in terms of firepower, make it much more difficult here for Momo to hold them back, and that would certainly force him, I think, to get Panzer Grenadiers. But so far, no sign of that there, no sign of that. Ostrom again sort of pushed forwards für das Vaterland. And there we go. Stewart light tank on the way. Second Pioneer Squad on the way there. We got more telemines here. Momo taking no chances with enemy vehicles. He's seen the captain by now, so there's a Stewart's on the way. And he's apparently basically hedging his bets on telemines. He's not getting, say, an anti-tank or anything like so. That's an interesting decision. They might want to say manpower for other things. Again, it's a sort of very, I suppose, in a sense, manpower effective strategy, which might indicate he's actually trying to address brush up techwards pretty quickly, if you will. Basically trying to minimise his manpower expenditure on other things. It's an interesting strategy and certainly an interesting force composition, and it's also dependent on the half-tracks to maintain the Ostrom at the front line, because it's going to be rather weak on the attack to a certain extent, in particular as Overlord force is growing. We're going to go pack out on the way. Almost got the half-track there already. Pulling back through here, the mine. He's basically, I think he's betting on it. Yes, 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 it worked! He baits him into the telemine, then the Stewart crumbles, the crew cooks up as the heights of telemine basically punches through the bottom of it. Nicely done there by Momo. Half-track though is lost, but you know, I think it did alright there. Plus he was able to use it to bait the Stewart into the telemine, which overall means that was pretty good there. That was pretty good, except of course for Overlord, who's now one Stewart shot, without really having done anything with it.
Enemy is taking our territory.
A fatal blow, if you will. But anyway, we've got the pack out up there to provide some artillery and some psychological pressure there versus Momo and his men. Sniper on the way, sort of trying to then bleed out Overlord's troops, noting so far that Overlord is otherwise, heavy and infantry. A sniper that way trying to bleed out is not a bad idea, and do we have more to the match? It's S-mines this time around, so a nice mix of mines there. Momo at this point could consider taking up, I think. Try and hit tier 3, a bit faster than Overlord could get anything, and something went boom. Also, of course, one thing to consider for Overlord, he's also got munitions and he got assault units. They can lay down mines as well. So one option you need to consider for Overlord is actually just begin laying down some mines to catch up Momo. Though Momo is actually prepared here with minesweepers, obviously not taking his opponent lightly.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Nice to see that. Shooting now. Territory being grabbed. Reinforcing. No sign of upgrades, mines or anything there. At the moment, going for the fuel again. Overlord at the moment struggling a bit to have fuel. Now we've got more S-mines. Momo's sort of really beginning to just prepare defences again. Partly again due to the fact he's relying largely in Osttroppen, which also means there's not a lot of munitions that's going that way. In that sense, I mean, it's a very interesting strategy there they're sort of running in terms of how his resources are flowing as well, if you think about it. Again, manpower-wise, the Ostrom are sort of cheaper, and then he's sort of spending munitions to sort of catch, tanks and other infantry further, while that way, trying to divert the resource towards something else. The question, of course, is just what bloody well. Probably again here to tier 3, and there we go. He's got it ready to sort of try and strike against the Americans. Again, very interesting. Now we've got Mighty as well for Overlord. After that first telemine there, he's clearly, thinking, I'd best be prepared. Probably not the yeehaw, but he's American. Damn well better.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Pioneers, they caught right from the assault engineers. Another push here from Overlord, who could, I think, consider maybe back-checking here for Lieutenant, getting up 50 cover help of the territory, or going for tier 4. Then again, he might be playing here for the M10 to quickly counter any enemy armor, which is certainly going to take a bit of time. But there he goes, striking against the Ostrom and quickly burning through them and forcing them away. Almost got a wipe there, almost. Sniper here. Shooting the Americano and Typhon for the heads. Was their bellies. Bit of a vex, and there we go straight through the S-mine field there. Few losses there. Surprisingly few though, considering he sort of went through part of it there. But he's still pushing almost aggressively, somewhat heroically. As for Momo, there you go, we got the Propagandacast up here. Struggling still to sort of contain the assaults again. He's not having a hard time sort of pushing back though, to certain extents, partly because Overlord is sort of not focusing fully there, and certainly lacking some sort of really, hold the line. I mean, the assault engineers obviously are much more assault oriented, meaning he's only got essentially 2 rifles to sort of really hold any territory, which might just be enough for the Ostrom to overcome through sheer numbers, really. Fuel-wise, I mean, he's certainly a bit behind them, almost sort of got a nice trench. We actually got trenches now here. Good work there, good work. I mean, there's flamethrowers in theory. Overlord could get grenade, for so far there's been no sign of that. So it's actually nice to see some trenches there from the Wehrmacht. It's very rarely seen, in particular the Soviets, since, well, a Molotov, and that's a barbecue pit. But this is pretty handy, considering there's pretty much no heavy cover here, meaning the Ostrom will have the advantage. Minor losses there. It's a bomber called Red. He could go for Stug. Flak Panzer, he might of course be setting up here for the Panzerkampfwagen 4.
75mm gun ready for action.
Minor losses there. Still pushing forwards. Some extra light vehicles would be nice, but again, he might be planning here for the M10 or a bulldozer. Shipman there. A quick flank there. We got the second pack out, so he's really sort of adding in a lot of artillery here. And there's still no sign of, say, mines. You know what? BARs for the rifleman. I really think that would help him a lot there versus all the Ostrom. Overall, the Momo4sho under pressure there versus Overlord.
Overrunning one of our capture points.
Always trying to sort of poke through there with the Ostrom here and there. There we go. Pack out to fire, so that's double pack out. So that's a lot of artillery here that Overlord can currently muster versus Momo. And there we go. Momo adding in a Panther 4 hits his comfortable, but cover shattering under the high explosive shells. Captain flanking rather than assault is flanking from the front. Flanking, just attacking. Rather operating in the west. Oh, it does have the weapon racks, but so far he's not utilising them. He could put some upgrade these rifles with double BRs, which allow him to really pressure Momo sort of there. I mean, they'd not be really able to counter that level of firepower. Mines, sweepers cleaning the mines there. Getting a grenadier squad now. Interesting decision to get in now. I mean, he could be equipped with like machine guns, but apart from also, you know, he could just go for panzer grenadiers. Oh, good lord, there we go. Pioneer swipe, there's some mines for the loss as well. The Ostrom there not doing too well. So that was a good hit there for Overlord. A good hit, but now of course the Wehrmacht is ready to strike back. It is spot time to bring up the panzers. Lieutenant Puskart moves forward into the Panzerkampf here, and there you go, catching the soldiers out in the open. S-mines go off! Huge explosion! Panzer IV clears out its own minefield. Looks very impressive, but didn't kill too many. And there you go, at the same time, capturing the bazookas there. One thing to keep in mind about the bazookas is while they might not do the most damage or have super high penetration, higher penetration compared to the Panzerring, they do have a higher rate of fire, which does allow them overall to sort of keep up a good DPS in particular versus less armoured vehicles. There you go, turn around to this 3-inch gun. Almost got the Panzer IV there, almost. Quickly pulled back. They could have pursued though. I don't think the Ostrom could have damaged the engine right there, but oh well. Captain moving in, getting suppressed, forced away. And there you go, Panzer IV flies towards the armour, fails to penetrate, well, does penetrate, doesn't do any engine damage. And there you go, Ostrom pinned to the ground like insects. Meanwhile, Pioneers flanking in, the M10 could try and crash them. With its mighty, bulky armour. Towards infantry, mighty bulky armour, towards any tank, probably less so. The M10, by the way, was actually based on the Sherman chassis. It was also, I suppose you could sort of call it the first proper tank destroyer the Americans had. Before that, they basically relied on half-tracks or deeps with anti-tank guns strapped to them. Little fun fact there.
A squad of pioneers has arrived.
Goes to move forward, we've got the soldiers counter-attacking, and we finally got some upgrades there for the riflemen as well, though noting he's only upgraded each one with the single BAR. I mean, right now he's actually got the munition to double upgrade them, which again would, well, basically give them a lot more firepower versus the Ostrom. Again would give him so much more strength and actually attacking versus Momo's Ostrom. I mean, certainly adding in some grenades for like machine guns, which does now give Momo a bit more firepower to resist the allied attacker with, though he could also go for MT-42s. In that sense, it's also a bit interesting.
The enemy is taking our territory.
There you go, double pack howitzers, gonna be suppressed, but still moving, Sniper almost right there, M10 keeping sort of kind of support. We got a Sturmgeschütz away there from one, they can't go, but Captain moving down, there we go, grenadiers from the retreat, Soldiers moving up to flash out crouch there. And Sniper gains T2 as he plucks out the life of an American with his scope G43. Moving up to cut mines, there's been a lot of mines laid out there, and of course the west is now largely forgotten. Again, it can happen very often, and again, it would all require a single, unit here from Overlord just harassing and taking away territory there from the west. There you go, counter-attack going in, Panzer IV supported by Ostrom. A sizable force there. Riflemen, assault units ready to try and hold them, plus of course the pack howitzer ready to fire down on the advancing force here. Rather dangerous work here, and there you go, he's really taking heavy losses there, Mr. Momo. Oh, the Ostrom never really managed to cross the road, just dying in the middle of it. Their corpses, littered like trash paper. There you go, M10 gets a good hit on the Panzer IV, but now we got the Sturmgeschütz ready to provide support. Both are being ordered not to shoot at infantry at all. It was a bit excessive for the Panzer IV. Oh well. One veteran to one pack out, well, they got a bit of fire there, that's the building. Ostrom's now moving ahead, Panzer supporting. And Sturmgeschütz. More bazooka fire there. Looks like he might be trying to hit the M10 there to try and catch out some Krauts. But he hasn't fully repaired it, allowing the Ostrom to get off a Panzer first there. Careful, careful, there we go, almost got the M10. Bazooka drop as well. And there we go. Panzer IV abandoned as well, needs to wipe it. Other M10 arriving here, Captain annihilated. Heavy loss there, heavy loss there. Oh, sniper wipe with a pack howitzer. Panzer IV, can it escape here from the M10? The M10 misses, what are you doing, Johnny? Knock that thing out. There you go, pack howitzer does the job, that leaves the Stu gear behind versus an M10. Can the M10 get it? M10 misses, passes due to the burning wreckage of the Panzer IV. Stu pulls back. That was a rather intense exchange there between the two sides. And again, he's got plenty of munitions, so double upgrade those riflemen, perhaps even throw some additional BARs on the assault engineers as well, to further improve their firepower as well here versus the crowd defender. And now he's getting a Pack 40 just to fight something that perhaps is not so vulnerable to the M10s here that Overlord so far is utilising with some enthusiasm. Also noting all Ostrom squads are currently Vet-23 here for Momo. And rushing straight in here to the weapon of the BARs, and they're quickly taking a lot of damage there. Before they realise the folly of their ways, they lose 2 of their comrades. Moving about, they could upgrade machine gun, of course, allowed to shoot an infantry. That'll definitely make that stroke a bit more useful than it currently is, since there's no M10s near it. And again, Overlord's force is currently just composed of infantry, so again, machine gun would make that stroke certainly a bit more useful. Quick push over here. Grierson's flanking in as well. There we go, Ostrom being sawed apart here by the BARs. The Browning automatics going to do his counter-attacking. Come on, Momo, just upgrade the Strook. You know you want to. Closer to losing the Grenadier to the BAR rifleman. And there you go, a few S-1s were still left, leaving a small surprise there for the MA cannon. But certainly that seems to have been a bit better offensively. The question is, can he actually maintain the territory? In that sense, he's always lacking a bit of infantry or something else to hold some of the territory. He's not even laying down, say, you know, finding positions to slow down Momo. At least he's going to... Looks like he grabbed some territory here, good work. Of course, well, another option he would actually consider laying down some demo charges. I mean, that's also something the assault engineers can do. And certainly seems to be something a lot of players have gotten the assault engineers can do. But M10's going to do repairs. Bit disappointed there, almost not upgrading the Strook with a machine gun, but ultimately that is his decision. Yes, yes, another BAR, yes, no, no. Was it? Is it hard to say here when they're standing on top of each bloody other? Well. Yep, he's double upgrading them. He's double upgrading them. Good, good. That definitely makes the rifle in particular a lot more potent and a lot more dangerous to Germany. But there you go. Finally, just getting absolutely slaughtered. Now we're seeing here that Momo sort of beginning to do some territory versus Overlord's onslaughts. There's also his counter-attack here. There's a few Ostrom again. They could easily deal with that. But his opponent quickly finding out some bushes and a fence. Ostrom forced away. The rifle and the pack house, there's simply too much. There we go. Vet-23 improving its barrage ability. There we go. Quick to retreat actually, then shifts away his rifleman. Could be he might be trying to flank in here. Yes, that is an option, but there you go. Quick counter-attacking from it is. Ostrom assault need to run about less out in the open. There we go. Vet-23. Rifle there, bit of waste of mission there from Momo. There you go, his gun is getting absolutely mauled, but at the same time they also did take a bit of a hefty series of losses. And what is Momo here planning? He's got fuel to Panzer IV on a Splint, or perhaps another Stug. Manpower wise, he's a bit behind there. But rather than dealing a lot of damage there to Momo's troops, if only he'd, you know, upgraded his rifle with more BARs early, I think, you know, had a better chance. Perhaps even some other troops there with BARs would also benefit him, including, you know, the assault engineers. Like he might actually right there, hard to say. Back out of fire, suppressing but not quite actually hitting. And there goes, actually going straight for a heavy panzer core there. Interesting move there by Momo, interesting move, a bit bolder. Could work out, but it could also backfire depending on what Overlord does. Overlord seems to be relying heavily just on armor company, in which case it really benefit though just from using the platoon command post as well, getting up some 50 calibers and the likes. Just something to sort of broaden his capabilities just a bit there and add some other bits in particular. There's all the Ostrom 50 cal would actually be quite a good choice there. And certainly slow down their numbers just a bit. He might also, you know, do something about that trench. Rather than hanging about there, M10's ready to support with their 3-inch guns. They actually tried to equip a Sherman with that, but the problem was well, on the models they sort of initially had, the turret was simply too small for the gun. And if they added it, they had the same problem with the Firefly, which is basically the awkward layout basically meant they couldn't really hit anything beyond a certain distance. There you go, another fresh offensive here. Again, East is now open, but there you go, he's sort of actually splitting up his force a bit better here. Overlord sort of strengthening his grip there. And he's about out of the way, actually time here for the mid-game analysis. Current situation, if you're sort of looking at, and damage-wise, Overlord's head, kills-wise, is also ahead. I mean, he's fighting, of course, versus Ostrom, so to some extent that is to be expected. But still, that's as good he's not behind there. And of course, you know, Momo is sort of keeping up a good sort of pace there as well, though, because then he's likely using only Ostrom. Army value-wise, Overlord certainly ahead. He's got more tank destroyers, he's got better equipped infantry, he's got the artillery, and so on. And points out, though, things are a bit more iffy. I mean, despite all of that, I mean, using the Ostrom and such, and again, that's partly due to some, I think, compositional issues there from Overlord. He's been able to hold the territory much better despite everything. I mean, again, Overlord was a bit slower then, I think, getting up enough BARs and events to really fight fire. I mean, he's throwing a lot of munitions there, could lay down mines. And I do think, I mean, if you're just going to use, you know, armor company for all your, you know, armor vehicles bits there, go for platoon command post, add in lieutenant because he's just great, but also maybe throw in a 50 caliber and something else to help keep the infantry a bit at bay, you know, hold some territories. So I think there's a sort of few mistakes there. But overall, he's keeping up alright, but I really think, you know, go for this. Also equip more troops with BARs, or perhaps consider equipping the rear echelons with bazookas, so that a bit more anti-tank here versus whatever Momo might bring against him. Otherwise, find a such to focus on, then you try to sort of hit the other side from time to time. You push back Momo here time and time again, and seek out to perhaps, you know, flank the Duke using the 2M10s, crash it, and then deal sort of with other elements afterwards. For Momo, I mean, obviously he's going to watch some fuel now, so getting a fuel carrier up to support this move here would be good. And then gaining a Panther, I think, would be a pretty good move there for on some machine guns and also on the Stug. And that we'd have a pretty sort of decent force, could deal with any M10s reasonably easily, plus infantry wouldn't be, you know, too much of trouble either with all those machine guns on top. Otherwise, consider throwing an officer to help his Ostrom and other troops, or maybe some Panzer grenadiers there. But overall, Momo's sort of doing alright. He could benefit from machine guns himself to try and hold some territory a bit better against Overlord. But overall, he's displaying a bit more focus in some senses, and also a bit better sense of harassment. But again, that's partly due to having more infantry just sort of pushed with against Overlord. But again, their move to tier 4 is a bit risky there, and again, that could also be a spot there, sort of things going. Again, with more BARs added, the Ostrom is sort of going to lose some utility there. So you might, of course, again consider, you know, throwing in some Panzer grenadiers or something else just to add something a bit more seriously threatening to the riflemen. And of course, even Panzer is going to be struggling here at this point versus Vetri 3 riflemen with double BARs, but they'll probably be doing a better job than the Ostrom in the longer run. But there's only to fight and see what happens next. Soldiers versus Pioneers, Stug moving about. M10 sitting out there to deal with the Ostrom with Fury and Might, threatening to crash them. Instead getting passed there by Sturmgeschützfeuer there for the Sturmkanone. Panzerfaust there, we've got double packhouse, we've got a... Oh dear. Railway artillery support, but at the same time the M10 is trying to flank the Stug. Good job, there's a pack 40 behind it. M10 knocked out here, M10 knocked out. Situation a bit grim here for Overlord. He's already lost one M10, he might lose another. Where's the captain? Something else? Oh dear, M10 knocked out. He's lost both M10s here to the Pack and Stug combo, and he's not even going enough for the Stug to try and get with an anti-tank rifle grenade. The captain's not even there, and the artillery, of course, has rather caused havoc here, knocking out one of the pack houses entirely, leaving the other one abandoned in a pretty bad position as well. This is nasty there for Overlord. Good move there by Momo, really sort of did a lot of damage rather than the same. Also, from the same time, charging straight to the BARs, taking well, further punishing casualties themselves here. But ultimately here, thanks to the grenades with that machine gun and sheer numbers, surviving themselves were already in a perilous condition, forced back here, unable to hold back the tides of the Wehrmacht's Ostrom. He's actually making a move there for the pack out, might try and steal it. The cheeky bastard, Stug there being repaired. Nothing further from the bases, closing in on the Panther, and of course what will Overlord's response be to this, you know, rather disastrous blow there he suffered. He's calling in his own artillery now. It's 250 munitions gone. Whoa! That was a lucky shot. I'm sure the pack out didn't fall into the hands there of Momo. Stug not fully repaired, but moving ahead nonetheless. Troops moving ahead here for Overlord. We also got a bit of movement here on the right flank, but that's quickly stopped there. Looks like by some S-mines. But a pretty definite stop there to the captain's adventures. No Looks like the second pack out there was also annihilated. Maybe he used the Stooks to finish it off there. Ensuring that Overlord couldn't recover it. Very nice move there as well. Need to be careful there with his own artillery, the 240mm howitzer. Just continues to shoot. He's closing in to be able to call in another M10 here, so it's not too bad there for Overlord, but of course at the same time almost closing in and being able to get a Panzerkampf 5. Is taking heavy losses, eventually 3 assaults. There we go, to try and get out of the building, try and finish them off the retreat there. There we go, wiped. Devastating blow there to Momo. Mortality clarified in a single strike. The Arc gun is here following up with a fresh pair of light machine guns. Still no Panzer gun is here from Momo. Seems rather reluctant to utilise them at all. Meanwhile, the Rifle just continues to murder away. They need to get on the right side of the car. Remember, cover is directional. And if you're on the wrong side of it, it doesn't really provide you any protection. Rather than the BRs moving ahead, going for the point. There we got Ostrom inside the nice little trench there. And good progress as well. He's once more pushing back Momo. Again, there's rather than BRs really doing most of the work here at the moment for Overlord. I'm surprised he's not trying to get more BARs out on the battlefield. It's dead now. But I'm not going to check from in here. I'm just going to stay where it's nice and comfortable. And there we go, Panzerkampf 5 for Momo.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Captain Lander 5 from the Osttruppen. Forced away at the same time, some decent progress made there. Still allowed to find infantry, but by Jove, but still no machine gun on top of the Sturmgeschütz. Almost got a wipe there in the Osttruppen, almost, but not quite. We also think get some Teller mines in case someone tries to rush through there. Not bad, of course, still got the Teller mine here behind the wreckage. And there goes to be caught between two assault units there, sandwiched between the flames. Things are not looking good there for them. There we go, Captain and Martin quickly put a stop there to the Osttruppen's adventures on the northwestern path. And finally the Panther arrives here to support Momo's troops at the front line. And he's actually adding a machine gun to that one, not the Stug. By the way, that's rolling forwards there, 80mm of sloped armour. And that M10 is going to have a bad day. Although we got the captain's support, so I suppose it's not going to be all bad, but we got the Pack 40, we got the Stug, and we got the Panther, and he's only got one M10 and a pair of bazookas. That's going to be rather rough there for Overlord. Now, he's got plenty of manpower floating. He could consider fuel castles and calling in some more infantry again, getting those BARs, but so far that is not happening. Panther moving ahead, M10 needs to pull back, can't continue to get up there. Got the Stug, abandoned, Stug is abandoned, scheisse. Assault needs to push back, M10 pulling back here for the Panther. And there you go, a few plug Jostrom quickly crewing the Sturmgeschütz. And there you go, Captain to get a hit through the weaker rear armour there with the Panther. There we go, there we go. Eventually two on the Captain. M10 moves in here for a kick. And a hit. And there you go, Panther down to half health. Just thanks to a pair of bazookas and the M10. Good work there by Overlord. And Momo's currently got barely any of the map left here. But he's got a lot of manpower there floating Overlord, so he really needs to do something with it quickly. And again, apart from say, get some more riflemen and then equip those with BARs against sort of further pressure, bleed out Momo's infantry, who's by the way finally getting an MG42 there. And then again, riflemen eventually through the W have really shown their worth. They're just slaughtering the Osttroven. No mercy. Kill them all. Aren't we supposed to be the good guys, Sarge? I don't care. I mean, we got Riflemen dealing with the Ostrom again. Out in the open, they've got no chance. It's basically a massacre here. Light machine gun though does even up the odds. And there you go. Cover there, he could probably rush them early. And again, it's interesting enough. I mean, he's got a grenade bulletin, but he's not really utilising it. Mildly surprised at that. Obviously, plenty of American players who then have grenade bullets and then make no use of it. Particularly with this one, it's a bit of a waste, since cheaper grenades does mean overall we can throw a lot of them in the longer run. And he's got so much munitions. Again, that since always just feels like a waste. Got 37 kills on those one. They just really just keep killing those Germans. Momo, though, does need pioneers. He does leave his tanks out for some time. And new repairs. Of course, in the actual war, the German repair crews were actually pretty good. In fact, at some point during fighting the Normandy, SS repair crews actually got medals for their swift work in actually repairing German tanks in the back of the fight there. Fun fact. But there you go, he's calling in another artillery. I'm not entirely sure if he's getting the most out of this artillery from time to time. And particularly this one seems a bit more questionable in usage. And again, perhaps could have benefited more with, you know, as many bazookas or BARs and that cost you. So, I think that might have been a bit much there, to be honest. As I was there dealing with the Osthoff and burning their way, shooting them to bits. They're certainly getting a lot of kills at 23 and 33. Stuke there again could do with a machine gun on top, but still no sign of that for Overlord. Or Momo, I mean. Overlord, of course, not really getting much either there. Wooden carts being shattered by the severe might of the American artillery. And there we go, he's finally getting a machine gun for the Sturmgeschütz. Finally. And we're up to 3 M10s now. That's a lot of tank destroyers. So at this point, apart from me to think, you know, he's better off getting a bulldozer shown just to partly absorb the hits, but also, you know, something that can threaten Momo's infantry on a slightly more severe basis. And of course, the Packard's here back in action, though. Unscreened, unguarded. Going to be pretty easy for a rush there from Momo to sort of clear it out and steal it back for the Wehrmacht. Back to consider, if you're sort of aware with the Stuka, you can take sort of this path here, move up through here, and then sort of try and get past behind him, because essentially, I mean, these are huge, large territories. There's not really much you can actually see him before it's too late. So the way the points are positioned, you can actually just speed up there. There you go, Panther heading out there. Finally fixed up. And there you go, we got the pack out on the run. Looks like he is taking a longer path here. Perhaps he isn't. Oh, we got the Panther on the move for the fatherland. And there we go, machine guns.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Unleashing their fury upon the advancing American infantry, exposed in the open. There we go, we got the M10s rolling in. We've already got into tanks where we're setting up support. So be careful, he's just rushing ahead. Straight at the Panther. No attempt on flanking net. Well, there we go, Stug exposed. Knocked out. At this point, I'd probably consider pulling back the M10s. Half of them are less than half health. There you go, now they're all less than half health. And there's still a Panther to deal with. Didn't make any sense at this point to throw away those M10s. In particular, since one's is veteran one, which does mean higher penetration if uses the ability, but as many American players do, they don't actually do it despite, you know, that making their job a lot bloody easier. But there you go, flank behind the Panther. Come on, armor-piercing rounds. Almost got the Panther. Panther Faust. There you go, got the Panther. Pull away, turn back. But now, bazooka there on the Pioneers. He actually continues into the base of Momo. Why is he going in there? I mean, there's no reason for it. He's only making it easier for Momo to pen in his M10s and deal with them. There's very little room to maneuver here. And the Pack Father, of course, can then just sit up and try and deal with him. He's trying to escape here, but he's just running into more Panther Fausts. I'm not entirely sure what Overlord was thinking. But that was just basically 2 M10s down the drain. That was a
Enemy has killed a machine gun crew.
tragic move there from Overlord. Had he just been able to escape with them, I think could have won. Then again, had he just used the armor-piercing rounds, I'm pretty sure he could have knocked out the Panther faster and pulled all 3 M10s back there. So assault is moving on dealing here with the Pioneers, grabbing territory there. He's forced back now. Overlord's actually sort of taking quite some heavier losses, and with all those M10s thrown back, thrown away, he's lacking something to sort of really maintain it now. He's just getting more riflemen. He's still got plenty of masons. He could have probably actually equipped some of his assault units with, you know, Some extra BARs again to increase their firepower would help him.
Team is awaiting orders.
We got the captain holding up versus the pioneers, and they're going to need advancing. See where remains here in the area. Lack of flamethrowers though means the cap's going to be tricky to get out of the trench. He calls home. There we go, assault unit is ready. Not equipped with additional Brownings though. Bit of a shame. At least I hope he's going to equip these rifles with double BRs as well. I mean, that's going to be needed at this point, I think.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
And now we actually got a bunker up here. Stuff, it's a medic bunker. That might actually be a mistake though, but then again, it might not here for Momo. Hard to say. I mean, considering the position, you'd expect a machine gun bunker, but it's a medic bunker.
Are seizing a sector.
Certainly a bit peculiar. Perhaps he's hoping the medics will scare away the Americans with the offer of free healthcare. Which I suppose is a somewhat logical assumption, but at the same time, you know, this is a game. Anyways, the soldiers moving up here. Pioneers in a lot of trouble. Quickly swept away here. Burned to cinder. And he did upgrade the other rifle there with BARs. Good work there, good work there. Use the flamethrower to set off the S-mines. He can do it, though it does take a bit there to actually pull it off. Victory points were not too strong there for Overlord compared to Momo's.
We are losing a sector.
Looks like he's actually this time setting up here with the bulldozer German, something that can threaten the enemy infantry a bit more. Family just continue fighting away. Their 28 kills. Pack house is supporting, getting some kills there. Grenadiers though in a nearby building themselves with a light machine gun, also threatening the health and safety of any American infantry within its range. And there we go. 105 men with a bulldozer Sherman out there. Usually about, I think, each battalion have 2 of them attached, so use how they wanted to actually. Little fun fact there about the 105 men with the Sherman. Bulldozer Blazer with generally more equipped to where the Sherman's actually needed, I believe.
The enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings.
Adding a 50 cal on top, and there we go. And he is taking a nasty surprise there to the front. Back 40 up now. Looks like he's going to get Panzerfaust. He just pressed in there with a little support. Oh dear. Needs to lay down a smoke screen now. Come on. Oh no. Overlord. He might just got a bit too overconfident there. Main gun destroyed already. Smoke is being popped. Needs to pull back there. Question is, can he get there in time? Oh, Pioneer's right.
We have a forward structure under attack.
At this point, I suggest quickly stopping up there to sort of fix the critical issues and then pull back at full speed instead of sort of trying to get away there. Oh, never mind. Got here with a hit from the Pack 40. I mean, there's no real reason to get that close to the troops in the first place. That was a bit reckless of anything there by Overlord. Might just hope to push for a quick confrontation and sort of overwhelm Momo that way. Instead, he basically threw away his one good hope of really bleeding out Momo, who's now basically returning the favour with the Sturm Panzer IV. I can't help but feel there might be a sort of slight intended taunt in that.
75 points.
And we got more assault units out here for Overlord. More assault units, but then again, he might be equipping these with double BARs instead of flamethrowers. And the more BARs he can get now versus the infantry, I think the better. I mean, it would certainly benefit, I think, the assault units with some extra firepower that way. But again, we still got the MD-42. He needs to flank it, needs to flank it. Almost got them wiped there.
The enemy is taking our territory.
And we got a BAR here for some of the Osttruppen. Making that Osttruppen squad a bit more threatening to the Americans.
We are losing a sector.
Except, of course, of the hit by Packhounds and suppressed.
Sturmpanzer ready.
And there we go, Sturmpanzer 4, Gefechtsbereit. And there we go, we're actually getting a machine gun bunker, perhaps we're more realising, scheiße, perhaps we shouldn't have some medics there. I mean, yeah, I know, trying to fence the Americans with free healthcare was a brilliant idea, but in hindsight, bullets work better. Another artillery strike there from Overlord. At this point, it feels a bit desperate, really. We used 250 munitions on that. rather than you say just a lot of BARs or a lot of bazookas or just something sort of really threaten almost, you know, currently available units. And it goes Sturmpanzer rolling out there like a large metal box with a large metal gun. And currently all Overlord's got to really threaten it is the captain. Oh, almost got the soldiers there with the Sturmpanzer and the supporting Ostrom. 10 machine gun being added. Almost got the shooting assaults there. We go wipe, annihilated, taught, kaput. MD42 there we go. Ostrom leading up, supporting the assault here and moving up the flank. We've got 2 assault supporting doing some in the trench. Again, BARs would make them a bit better at range as well. Sturmpanzer getting to kill away there, forcing away the Americans. Captain moves in. It's that building, no. One hit from the Sturmpanzer. That building is going to be toast. Powdered toast. And we go M10 out here for Overlord. Nice hit. There we got the M10 flanking, but still got worry here about the pack folding, which has proven itself to be quite effective, partly because it seems like Overlord constantly underestimates it or forgets about it, which generally works out quite handsomely there for Momo. There you go, M10 on the move there. Got pack 4 trying to support here. Flank the Sturmpanzer, M10 misses. Trying to come up there, but they got pack 4 ready to deal. There you go, target weak point as well. Heat round. And there we go, stuns the M10 there in front of the pack 40. And the Sturmpanzer now. Bad news. There we go, Sturmpanzer scores a kill there for the fatherland. Leaving at this point Overlord in a slightly unhappy position. Sturmpanzer moving ahead there, forcing away the rifleman. And another push here. The assault units basically don't have enough reach again due to lack of BARs or any sort of longer range weapon. And basically, there's Tommy who can try and get them with his grease gun, but that's he might as well try to spit at them. It's about as effective. There we go, just moving to the base, wiping out what Roman has here. Overlord, I mean, not Momo. The captain again, slight worry here, particularly at this range. More assault units out here. At this point, there's not really much left, so I'm just going to slightly speed this up. But, and soldiers push back there. Fishing there, captain murdering away, or at least attempting to. Victory point's not looking good either, and there you go. Too many, GG, well played. And there we go, game over. Was close at times, but I do think again the issue for Overlord partially again was, you know, if you sort of look at it, Momo has overall, I think, sort of resource-wise, a bit more effective strategy early game. Again, he clearly had some ideas where resources were meant to go, make good use of it. He sort of hit tier 3 quicker than Overlord could bring up any sort of response in that sense. I mean, the way he was playing for Armour Company, I mean, Armour Company in particular, you know, just using him 10 is a lot more responsive than active, and he's something, you know, then otherwise for it sort of to respond to something that sort of really threatened Momo. And the problem was he just relied on the captain and then very little else. He didn't go really heavy on the BARs until, you know, later on. He should have done that as soon as he could then. He should have added more infantry and he should have gone for platoon command post, added in some troops there and 50 calibers. I think that would overall been a better choice there for Overlord. Instead there were these oddities here and there. And again, you know, he sort of came back once he had the BAR. So again, the question is, why didn't he go for it earlier? Or get more troops with BARs? And that sort of gets slowly drained up. There were also some tactical mistakes which I think even then he had a chance of winning, but again the mistake here with the 3 M10s being, you know, wasted like that, I think really basically sort of cost Overlord the game right then and there. Then again, perhaps if he just got more men with BARs, again he just never materialised. Again, they just ensured that the Ostrom sort of actually worked decently. I mean, had Overlord just done something a bit more with his troops, just some BARs or some grenades, the Ostrom would have been a lot less effective. But the thing is, he just sort of kept fighting for a longer period without anything else really. So that ensured the Ostrom was left as effective for as long as humanly possible here for Momo, ensuring they were actually a pretty damn good investment instead of something, you know, that was just basically there to grab territory and sort of draw away attention from the actual combat troops. Also, machine guns could have been more necessary there for Momo early on with on his too. That would also been, you know, pretty nice, and maybe also force Momo to make some more, you know, machine guns early on. Instead, it was rather late on, so there were definitely some mistakes there again. Should have fully utilised again the weapon rack unlocked, but also I think he should have gone for some grenades, some smoke screens here and there. Just some regular grenades I think would have done wonders there for Overlord, and perhaps some regular anti-tanking as well. I mean, it's not he was playing badly, but strategically it wasn't quite as solid there as Momo again, who clearly had a better plan than mine. Again, Tier 4 was rather risky, but again, due to the way Overlord played it, he didn't really have any way of sort of seriously punishing Momo, so again, slight mistake there. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gives you ideas for matches. If it did, why not subscribe, tell a friend, share it with everyone. If not, send in a new player and provide some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Deng saying cheers. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you all another time. Bye.